And we're back on a new stream. Lots of very, very mean comments. Here we go. It's got to be very mean stuff. I gave you $1 and your shitty ass computer broke. This is technically a new stream, so you haven't. But please give us a new like. Jesus Christ. Can you imagine being this uptight? Here for it from Sword and Scale, Mike Boudet. I feel like Mike Boudet is a guy who I would have liked to be on my side, but now he's very upset. I think Patrick is more broke than his computer. This is a 2021 computer. Okay? It's everything is modern and great. So you're out of your minds. It's hardwired. There's no Wi-Fi. I'm not 9. 9! Biggest fan in the house. I don't think he gave up his dog. I think he ate it. I didn't give up my dog. Everybody stop, being weird. Oh, God. Bro, Pat, I can pay for your internet if you need me to. Thank you very much. It's $140 a month. What the fuck? Says Llama Llama, who's your mama? I like that kind of stuff. Still choppy. Are you gonna say you're sorry? Oh God, we got a donation. We'll catch up to that. We're gonna catch up very quickly now. We should be live. I'm sure there's a small YouTube delay. Let's not let it bug us, okay? We're having a nice time.
Hello, I like money.
Thank you very much to Sword and Scale for the $2 donation. Oh, another one's coming. We'll catch up. Alex Ansel, I think. Thank you very much.
Uh-oh, Richard.
Thank you very much. The homeless commune doesn't have good Wi-Fi. This is unacceptable in 2022. I agree. Imagine how frustrating for me. When we come in here, we try to get things going. Thank you for the donation while you hurl insults at me, put fun. Amish have a better internet connection. Nick Starr has better technology. Yeah. Try the Justin TV rig. These are hard roasts. The internet is actively trying to prevent Patrick from being on it, just like every man, woman, and child he meets. Fuck. This is rude. For the reference, I lowered the bit rate. That's clearly helping? Don and Drew, even on a farm, have better technology than what's going on. I mean, I have an all ubiquity system. This is top shelf prosumer / commercial grade equipment. Hardwired, rack mounted shit in a server room. Okay? This is real big boy stuff. Sure, do I put up a divider and call another part of the garage my server room? Sure. No, I don't. Maybe I do. I don't know what's real anymore, guys. I think I gave away my dog for a car. Mean stuff coming. The internet rejecting its own. How come the chat is more funny than the hose? Nailed it. Call Keith and the girl for tech support.
Oh, no.
Patrick, you need overtime pay. This chat is more funny than you. Can't blame that on stupid computer. It's like this guy. It's full of repetitive sick burns. Wait, what the fuck, pod? You are getting paid? Nothing makes tech issues go away faster than getting high. I agree. Look, I'm an expert at this shit. I know what's going on, you know? So when this stuff cuts out, I know something's up. People are after me. This is a shakedown. I am not liked in this community. I am not liked in the podcasting world. I am not liked in the stand-up comedy towns. Alex Ansel sent me a heart. That's nice. Knew he was gay. Heard Kool-Aid was getting some dome and rim from Kathleen after killing it at Ocha Bar. Is this true? I have a splitting headache now. I should be on that sauce. Sword and Scale, thank you for the donation. Mike Boudet, everybody. A man who is ruining his own income stream right before our very eyes. And we should be covering him imploding on a daily basis. I've never seen a man actively try to lose subscribers since me. Okay, I stopped watching for a few weeks and the dollar bill wall is gone. Where's that dollar bill that said boner on it, Pat? Who's Pat? Ship shortage. Should I go back to playing Marvel versus Capcom? Just had to jiggle the antenna on the router. Now donate comedy. You left Twitch for this. What's the digital dollar donation shit? I remember when we had to send that shit via UPS. I'm glad to see you on the welcome back. Solid 480p now. Keith and the girl would be proud. This is rough. All day, every day from Kathleen. And I think we're caught up. And I think we're live. And I do apologize. I don't know what you want me to do. Would you like me to put this shock collar on? You know, clearly I do need money. I actually am fucking broke. That's not even a joke. I'm pissing myself when I'm broke. So, you know, this is all embarrassing for me. I woke up, I had wet myself, you know? I piss my underwear full like they're a cloth bag. And I wake up immediately because I feel the warmth of the piss. And then I just have to lay there and let my ceiling fan dry it onto me and it crusts up. Can you imagine if I did that? This is not fake though. I pissed myself. You know, I'm 43. Is it over for me? And I've blown all my money. I bought a dog I can't afford. I bought a car I can't afford. I can't tell you what I spent on fake grass for my backyard. And now that it's getting hot out, apparently I have super eco-friendly windows that have this coating on it that makes the sun reflect off it at such an intensity that it's now melting the brand new grass that I spent thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars for. So now I'm in a rush to get a film put on my window. This is more money, more problems. This shit never ends. I want to go back to renting. So you're right. I'm poor. Doesn't mean I don't have the top tier internet service. I don't know why that's cutting out, but I am poor. Okay. It's not going well. So then I call the window guy. He gives me an exorbitant price for window coating to stop the reflection from melting the grass. This is just chasing investments and sunk costs. But the window guy says, I can't put it up because you have pergola You have a pergola in your backyard, and that's blocking access to the second-story windows. So now I have to pay to have either a crane come in and lift the guy over my pergola in my backyard on the wall, or I have to pay a guy to come dismantle my pergola. So do you understand how insanely white these problems are? Sounds like some super grass. They don't make a grass that doesn't melt in the right reflection. It's a big problem. It's a big problem. You clearly don't live somewhere like Arizona or Nevada, California, where these things happen. You live in a really weird place that gets no sun, no light. Patrick, you are a pro at burning that grass.
Smoke weed every day.
Great stuff. You got me. Duct tape your hose to your dick and put it in a bucket. Well, what I'm doing right now, I got, blankets blocking the sun. A lot of people have a sprinkler on a timer that'll cool their grass off, because the reflection, it gets 120 at the peak of the summer here, and that won't melt it. But the reflection off the glass is like a magnifying glass from about 4 of my windows, and it'll just burn a streak. It gets about 220 degrees. It'll just melt your shit. That's pretty gay stuff. I didn't invent it.
Gay!
Not my problem. Yeah, so a lot of people do a sprinkler to like cool their grass off. Most people don't have grass here. It's all xeriscaping. But for the dog, I decided to put grass. And I don't want to hear any stuff about it. But I do need your money. I do need your dollars. Keep the donations coming. Very, very desperate over here. I'll shock myself with a dog collar. I'll lick my Tesla battery, whatever it takes. I bought the cheapest Tesla. This is how dumb I am, I want to sell it if anybody wants it. Just come. Oh no. Mike Boudet is messaging me live. Should we get into this guy's problems? Give us a like if you're watching live, huh? Or later. Mike Boudet says, okay, so I've heard you say the same thing a few times now, and now I'm listening. I'm destroying my livelihood by not saying the right thing. I'm not sure what it is I'm missing, but I'm happy to learn what you think it is. What would you be willing to chat with me about what I'm doing wrong? Oh, shut up. I'm fucking with you. What a sensitive little bitch. Wait until Mike Boudet from an hour ago hears about this. What a little fucking baby. Grow up. I'm fucking with you. It's funny. I think you're on the right side of all of it, probably. I don't know how crazy you are. You do watch. You clearly are plugged into the Fox zeitgeist. But, you're right. Everyone's fucking insane now. Everyone is fucking mentally ill. LOL, this was a PM. Well, now you've learned how I work. When I'm high. When I'm high and live, PMs are not PMs. Prime ministers. This is really, really, Alex Ansel says, I want to ride in the Tesla. Yeah, I'll clear it with my insurance. Thank God Johnny Depp is finally getting his 420 award back from Amber Heard. Where can I mail this check I wrote for you? Go to our website. We have a P.O. box. No, Mike Boudet says, I'm asking because you've experienced the entire arc of podcaster success. Holy shit. You should get your own show on the Backhanded Compliment channel. Look. I don't think I'll ever not be able to make a living doing this unless everyone who has me on auto pay dies in like a mysterious illness and and their families cancel their cards. I'm glad you're no longer with AOL 2.0. Have a good night. Good luck with your computer. Yeah. Look, no. Nobody needs to call in. We're not going to get weird. You've clearly done things right and stuff. But what I think it's not even in what your show will lose popularity and die. Ultimately, everybody's will. And it will happen through no fault or success of your own. That's just the nature of all things. Eventually, there'll be no podcast. Just as everything's kind of pivoted to YouTube. I if you have something that a lot of people are into, it can only go one way eventually. Does that make sense? It's like the amount of stimulus we experience on a daily basis because of the internet. There will never be another time where now look, for mentally ill people, sure, they'll be into stuff forever because they're obsessive. It's like Moody and his trains. But there won't be it's like you ever go back and watch something you absolutely loved as a kid. And when you just like your sex life, this guy, you should do an open mic. You would really, really like it. Nothing gold can stay. Do you know what I mean? It's like there's the only people who are still into Star Wars are mentally ill. Does that make sense? It's like, is anybody with a rational thought, if you were to go back and watch the original Star Wars now, it's a garbage fire. The script is disjointed. The acting is, what was acceptable at the time, for the 70s. It's right on par with Gilligan's Island. But you'll be fine. I think you've done well with investments and money. I think you said you had quite a bit of Bitcoin. So you've done better than me, my friend. Let me call in. Calm down. We're not doing that. We've got a lot of things tonight. Now I have cotton mouth. About this weed in Palm Springs. $28.39%. I don't know how QR codes work, but that's probably some Bitcoin. It's called Yada Yada. And it's easy breezy. I bought it at a place called The Bank. It's pretty I don't look. I'm not good at describing things or being high. I'm into Star Wars, Bright. Yeah, you're right. I am mentally ill. It's okay. Like, it doesn't necessarily mean a bad thing. I think, the BPAs have made us all a little autistic, and it's not our fault. It's just what's in the guacamole. So, myself included, I'm not exempt from this group. I tend not to obsess over things. And you might say, Patrick, what about Thai? It's like, some things. But obsess also means that I give any thought about him when I'm away from here, and I really don't. He's a silly man that I love to watch his YouTube videos and his delusions and his ramblings. Fuck, that is what I'm smoking. Palm Springs. What? Star Trek is terrible. What about the Orville? New Horizons. Look, if you're listening to podcasts and like watching internet shows, I hate to break it to you. You're a little fucking broken. And it's fine. We need people like you around. You probably have some very special skills. Like Moody's, borderline genius about a lot of things, but real dumb about other ones, And I like that in a guy, Like, I wouldn't want him driving in a stressful situation, but I would want him designing a self-driving car in a stressful situation. The new Orville season just dropped. No. As if I don't make timely references. Oh, not kidding. That's what I'm smoking right now. Had to put in the same home dispensary, Palm Springs, California, out in Indio. It's worth the good stuff. Wow, that was a rambling bucket of word salad. Jesus Christ. I wish there was like a timeout button for complete nuts who want to come at me in the chat like this guy. Woo! You think I'm going to put up with that? You think I'm just going to stand by? I will. Do you guys want to see the latest unraveling of both Thai and Gretchen Boshart? This video is fucking nuts.
Zip up your purses, everybody. Gretchen has responded.
Everything bothers him.
In the world.
He's unbothered. He calls it unbothered, but that's what's cute because everything bothers him. He's bothered. I'm a botherina.
Oh my God. This is why I hate comedy.
You should hate comedy because you're not good at it.
Hey everybody, I'm just Gretchen from GretchenComedy.com, and I just got...
If Thai Rivera, I want to be real with you people. If Thai Rivera ever came on his podcast and said I wasn't good at comedy, I think I have to hit him. I don't know, man. If Thai Rivera came on his podcast and ever said I wasn't good at comedy, I'd either have to slit my wrist or show up at Ocha. One or the other. Fucking hell. Imagine Ty telling you you're not good at comedy. This is a guy who does comedy one night a week in a bar at midnight. Advertises it as the most manic comedy show in town. Of course, he gets in a fight with a woman who looks like she's made out of leather wrapped around some old scarecrow husk. Oh my God, this is why I hate comedy. Excuse me, sir?
My phone blowing up today, minding my own business.
She doesn't have friends like that her phone started blowing up. There was probably one person that hit her up at the most, maybe two.
Ty's, what does this look? Was the ring light damaged in moving? You know? And not even the soft glow of a Glade plug-in from the corner? No key light here at all? We're just going to pretend like you're the flying purple people eater? Meanwhile, you know, your whole face is just becoming a rebus. What the fuck is this?
Probably not. Let her say her piece.
Come out of a doctor's appointment to find out that Thai Rivera has put me on his show. This is cute. Here's what I know about Thai. He came well recommended.
Let me say this about all these comics. The lack of self-awareness of what these guys publish is insane. The lighting, the background. You're in your kitchen with a green screen up? Excuse me? Like, that doesn't look good. What's going on? Go outside. We get it. You live with 7 other chicks. This is bananas for a bitch to put out. You know, like, fuck. Also, what aspect ratio is this? You know, I don't know. Is this an Acer laptop?
Before I came to the West Coast, and somebody said, Gretchen, you're going to get Thai better than anybody else. And then I started working with a producer out here.
She's really playing this "we could have been friends" card.
And I show up one night, and I tell Thai, listen, man.
Hey, bro.
Before I got here, but I just had to threaten to kill that guy in a parking lot on your behalf. Because it was the right thing to do, and I don't care what happened.
I had to threaten to kill a guy in the parking lot on your behalf because it was the right thing to do. Threatening to kill a man.
I don't know what the fuck he just said. My art, my art, my art. What in the hell does that have to do with my art? It has to do with my character, not my art. You got this.
First of all, everyone stop saying my art. My art. My art. My art. My art. My art. What the fuck? If Gretchen Boshart does art, buy me some. I'll put it next to the salsa.
This wrong, Ty. You got it really, really, really fucking wrong. And I'll tell you what, I don't appreciate it.
You can't act tough. You can't yell at somebody and present yourself as tough with spatulas in the background. You can't do it. You can't do it. What the fuck? You're spinning around your electric burners, your white Kenmore microwave. Nobody from the internet should ever know what brand of microwave you have. Nobody. Nobody from the internet should know that. Even if you have a beautiful home, Mike Boudet, it's grotesque. Don't post photos of it. It's weird. It won't age well. It's narcissistic. You have a problem. Go outside, play in the hose. You're all very needy. No one should know what kind of appliances you have. Personally, what if you do microwave review videos? Well, then you should have every brand and be fair. The number of people I've seen do interviews in front of kitchen cabinets. And by the way, they're never good. They're never good. They're natural wood colored. You're lucky if they have a stain. They always have some intricate thing carved into them that was popular in the 80s. They think this looks good. Like, yeah, I'll stand. These are the ones that get grease over them when I make myself naughty tacos at midnight. Should we stand here for my comedy interview? Slit your throat. This isn't real. You're all too excited. All these comics are way too excited about too much stuff. I'm telling you right now, if you're one of these comics that does a lot of local shows, and by the way, mostly local shows, let's be honest, and you're constantly posting like upcoming shows or here's my week. It's like, what do you do? 10 minutes down at the fumble fuck? Stop advertising that. Who are you talking to? Your fans? What are we doing? And you think they need to know about every 5 and 10 minute set you're doing at a bar? You nut. I open micers posting like what I'm doing this week. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Where I'll be. Ooh. Jesus fucking Christ. No one in town wants to come see you all the time. It's nuts. Are you at LA Comedy Club at 6 p.m. all week again? We needed to know that. That wasn't specifically directed at you, Alex. I'm just using that for an example. It's weird because like none of your friends are, none of the people, none of us have enough fans to be doing that nonsense. Knock it off. And by the way, these aren't shows you advertise. I'm doing 10 minutes in front of a guy is not a show you like tell people to come to. Stop being like an advertising tool for these bars and clubs. Hey everybody, I'll be doing 10 this weekend at the Fun Day Crumb Day. It's not a slam at anybody. I'm just saying, like, those aren't shows you like brag about on a. You don't make a calendar for those. Those are like. Those are the shows I assume you're at. Guy who works at a bar 8 days a week. You know what I mean? I assume you're down at the Ocha. Doesn't need to go on a rundown for people that like, who are you talking to? And by the way, then when you do a half hour or an hour somewhere and need to invite people out to it, it's like, enough. We've heard about all your shows forever. This just blends into the noise. I know all this stuff seems mean and comics hate me for all this stuff. I'm right. You'll find out that I'm right. It looks bad. It's not working. You know how many people go, hey, I saw you were going to be here at the Lizard Lounge tonight. Fuck yeah, man. Does that ever happen? No, one time I did. It's like, by the way, if you want to invite your friends out, invite your friends out. You making graphics for it and videos is cringe as fuck. You promoting it as if it's your Def Jam comedy special is too much truth for a lot of people. Back to Gretchen, who can't stop showing off that kitchen. Now Alex is mad at me.
You have my phone number. You have my Insta. You have my Facebook.
Now, how are you going to try to clear something up and act like this is a real story when you lie to the person about the person? I don't have Gretchen's phone number. I've never had her phone number. I don't have her Instagram, and I don't have her Facebook. It's not like we're connected in any way. This person is not my friend. And that's the reason that I went off on her that particular
Welcome to the Onions, Batorez.
think that I'm friends with her. I don't want anybody to think that I have some personal relationship with her. And the thing she said about her not knowing about the other situation.
Imagine every time someone makes a video about you on the internet that you immediately have to go on and do a, and then when she said, I'd slit my dick. I love ya, but Goya had me going. I don't know what that means. What's Goya? I don't know what that means at all, but he's probably very upset. Goya. I'm really trying to figure that one out. Is that Spanish?
She did already know about that situation. That is a fact. That's one of the things that she talked to me about. And here was the thing. She came in with that person on the night that I was hosting Wise Guys, which is a dumb thing to do anyway. I don't even know why, after knowing that person's reputation, you would choose to continue to work with them. But if you're going to talk about your...
Look how his eyes are frozen. If you ever catch me going... And another thing, you can't look a camera in the eyes. These are like, this is like how a man lies. Like, I'm not saying I'm constantly looking at the camera. I look around at my screens. I have 6 pointing at me. Maybe that's why your bandwidth. But there's a difference between me looking at the chat or checking the YouTube broadcast or watching Thai on the big screen or seeing how the broadcast is going. There's a difference in all that stuff. Hitting a cue, you know. There's a difference in that stuff than clearly looking at something that doesn't exist. That's weird to do if you're supposedly telling the truth.
Character, and then mention that you are working with somebody that everybody knows wasn't paying people like they were supposed to, wasn't on the up and up, also threatened me with a hate crime, and you show up to a comedy club with that person acting like this is about my character. No, you clearly don't know what character means. But let's go ahead and listen to you lie a little bit longer.
You can put me on your show, but you didn't call me to ask me about this. And apparently I've stolen a bag now? Oh, let me tell you about that. Cutest conversation ever.
You go,
a meeting with Sater.
This bitch is on camera taking a bag, according to multiple people. On video, stealing a purse. Let's hear her excuse.
My roommate's showing up because there's...
By the way, someone who didn't steal a purse doesn't even need to address this. You know what I mean? And welcome our newest member, Batorez. Of course, you don't get anything for joining on YouTube, really. But I do get a little money, and so does Alphabet stock, let's say. But thanks, Batorez. I think that's Hindu.
Venue, and we're actually trying to help him.
That's the other thing. Her roommate, who she's talking about, Budsy, has just told us tonight that he has asked her to leave his place. She was a...
Look at the lamp reflection in this shitty picture. Look at the crookedness on the wall. Look at the area the purple light can't get to. Look at this weirdly decaying man.
Guest staying at his place. He was nice enough to open up his home to her. And
By the way, I did a show last night. I'm not positive because I don't know him, but I think AJ Rivera was there. And look, I don't know AJ Rivera at all. I don't really tune in to when we watch the this is 100% true, by the way. Ty's live broadcast of his open mic on Thursday night shuts it down when he gets word that we're watching it live. By the way, tomorrow night we'll watch it live if he does it. Last time he shut it off when he found out we were watching live. The minute we went off the air, he turned it back on. What a little bitch. Like, I don't care. You guys all roasting me in the chat. Half of you hate me. I don't give a shit. You're watching me. Mwah. Like, I put out content. You can't be mad if someone who watches it, whatever their intent, good, bad, or the other, they like you, they hate you, who cares? It all counts. Imagine me giving a fuck about what someone thinks. It doesn't make sense, and it's not good for your mental health. It's like Chef constantly spinning out about Ted Cruz. It's like, don't you live in Florida? I'd calm down about it. I couldn't give a fuck about what senators in other states do. I barely give a fuck about local ones. Do I think it's funny when one of them in California tweets Elon Musk, fuck you and all the tax money you give California, and he goes, okay. What the fuck? Hello? Now it's working? Now we're back. So, I don't know if we're back or not. All my everything I have just went offline. You're kind of back. Everything I have just went offline.